This is the Sakura Prism Glasspad by Iconic Blitz, a company located here in the Philippines, and they released their own premium glasspad with a budget-friendly price. Let's see if this is worth your money. But before that, let's do some unboxing first. I bought this glasspad on their Facebook page when they had a Christmas sale for just about 25 USD or 1,500 Philippine peso, which is very cheap compared to the other glaspads that cost triple the price. This came at 490mm by 420mm, which is more than what you would need when playing. Including the base, the thickness is about 4mm, which is thicker compared to the glasspad market. The art design is a collaboration with Bean Boys, and I must say, this looks really good. And I really love the Japanese theme going on, with the vibrant red that dominates the whole pad, and that really fits the color that I am going on with my setup. And we can't forget the waifu for every glasspad. What's great about this is that this is pure art, not some AI slop glasspads that are more expensive than this. Someone really put their all into making this art, which I will be proud of supporting. The next feature is the silicone base. I'm using this pad with a textured table, but it still doesn't move even when I play aggressively. Though be aware that when it is still new, there's gonna be a smell lingering around your setup. But luckily for me, I like that silicone smell. Here's a little sound test with my OP18K with dot skates. It has some audible noise when you're gliding your mouse, because this happens to almost all hardpads, but this one doesn't get that annoying, especially when you start gaming. As for the surface, it feels really smooth to touch, and there were no unevenness or any rough spots that I can feel. Using this with my OP18K feels really smooth and fast. Since this is my first time using a glasspad, it felt really weird at first, but in just a few hours of using it, I have become accustomed to the feel and smoothness of the pad. But be aware though, you need to buy a ton of skates since you would need to change weekly if you play games really often. Since generally speaking, glasspads are known to eat up your skates really quickly compared to your regular cloth pads. But aside from that, let's talk about the gliding performance. Iconic Blitz stated that its surface is a mix of speed and control, but upon using it for more than a week, I think it resides more on the speed side. Using this with dot skates, which reduces the friction between the skates and the pad, really makes the gliding faster and feels smoother. Pairing this with my speed pad really makes me question the speed that I have been using for a year. Though the Sakura Prism is fast, it still has some stopping power to the point that the initial speed doesn't feel muddy or slow and makes those transitions really effortless. Playing with this glasspad in tac shooters like CS2 really made a difference in terms of the effortless transition between microcontrol and fast flicks, making it easier to clear corners and do 360 when needed. Now playing this in a fast-paced shooters like Overwatch makes it easier to aim at the enemies with how fast the gliding performance is. The tracking became smoother thanks to that surface and huge mouse space that it provides. The overall speed that it has is consistent throughout the gaming session. Overall, the gliding performance of the Sakura Prism has been great in all types of games that I play. May it be slow or fast moving games, it provides a consistent glide with how well it was made. I really recommend this if you want a mousepad that lasts for years. And if you also don't want to clean your mousepad every month, then this glasspad is for you. Not only does it provide a smoother glides, but it can also provide a design to your desk with how good this thing looks. So that's about it. I'll see you on to the next one.